Hi guys. Welcome. This is Shalini Joshi Yamdagni from magicalpainfreeliving.com, and I'm here doing my Facebook Live. And the topic today is the wonderfully weird and most magical tool ever. So come if you're here, please come and join. Just looking around, sorry. And so, what we're going to be doing in this, I'm trying to see if I can see the comments. Here we are. So, in this Facebook Live, I will be sharing with you a little bit about how I used this tool, this weird and magical tool, to help myself get out of my chronic pain, which had me confined to bed rest. And also, I will be sharing with you live how you can use this tool right away to help yourself. Especially today, we are focusing on if you have some sort of pain. So if you have friends or colleagues or family members who are in pain, whether it's chronic pain or maybe just stiff neck or, lower back pain, any sort of ache and pain, or they're just curious to know about a self-help tool that they can use to help themselves, please invite them and come and watch this video, because that's what we're going to do towards the end. And I will also be taking questions. If you have any questions about aches and pains, I'm not sure who's sending me all these flowers and faces and stuff. But anyway, welcome here, everyone. And I'm, the focus of today's Facebook Live. It's funny, I can't see anyone here. And I'm not sure how to see the comments yet. Nothing shows up, but I know there's a bunch of people here because I can see the number is about five people. So please type in and let me know, or send me some likes so I know you're here and who's here, so I can talk to you personally. So the topic, going back to the topic, it's the wonderfully weird and most magical tool ever. I couldn't get who is, I'm not sure who there is. So to tell this story, let me go back 10 years ago. I'm at a hospital, very reputed hospital here in Bangkok. It's called the Bumrung Rad Hospital. And I'm sitting in front of the doctor, and I have a diagnosis. And the diagnosis that I have this disease called costochondritis, and it's basically an inflammation of a ligament that connects the breastbone and the ribs. And I have pain on the left side of my ribs, and that's my diagnosis. And what's happened is, just a few days back, this is January 2007, just before this diagnosis, a few days before that, I was at a gym and doing my regular exercises that I did every day, for like 30-45 minutes. Doing abs exercises, and I noticed a pinprick kind of pain in my left rib. Every time I took a deep breath, I felt like this pokey pain in my left rib, and I thought, okay, maybe I just overdid the abs, and I have to stop and it'll go away. And I change my clothes, get ready, and go to the office. But after a few days, I noticed that the pain is not going away, and I'm not able to go to the gym. And, so I'm frustrated because, at that time in my life, I wasn't really, my life wasn't feeling fun and happy. I went to work, and I had been at this work at this point, January 2007, like for 3-4 years, and I wasn't feeling inspired. I wasn't feeling happy. I wasn't feeling excited. I was really struggling to, be at work. My work was to develop training material for businesses, like creating content for business writing, business emails, speaking, and stuff like that. So I was stuck to the computer a lot, and I wasn't really enjoying it. And initially when I joined it, I was really having fun because it was new. I had never done this work before. But after 3.5 to 4 years, around January 2007, it was, I was feeling like something's missing, something's not right. This is not fun, and I was really finding it hard to be productive. And so one of the things that was, that did bring me joy was going to the gym, to put on my headphones and listen to music and just take care of myself and, have a good time. And so now I couldn't go to the gym, and it was frustrating to be limited this way. And so that is why I said, okay, this pain is not going away. I have to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. I'm sitting in front of the computer, in front of the doctor, and I have a diagnosis. And I'm really happy that I have that diagnosis, because I'm happy. They know, like, oh, this is what's wrong. And now I'll have the medication and, whatever, and I'm going to be better, and I can go back to the gym, and things are going to go, they're going to be okay, and I'll be back to my normal life. So I take the medication. I think it's about 5 to 7 days now. A week has gone by, and I'm noticing no change at all in my pain. In fact, I'm it looks like the pain is increased from that specific spot, one specific spot, to like it's kind of spread out. And I'm thinking, this is not working. So I go back to the hospital, and the doctor says, sometimes it just takes a longer time. So I'm going to give you, medication for a longer period, anti-inflammatory pills and painkillers and stuff. And I think that's probably it. So I go back with a lot more medications and pills to pop, and I don't care, because I just want to get back to a normal routine where I can go to the gym. And so I take this pill for 14 days, and I'm still not getting any relief. So now it's getting really frustrating. So I think, okay, I'm not going to see this doctor. I'm going to change and go to a different doctor. So I do that after, it's been 3 weeks now, and the pain is not going away, and it's sort of spreading and spreading and spreading to all over my left rib. So I go to the next doctor, and he asks deeper questions. He says, like, what kind of job do you do, and how do you spend most of your day? And I said, most of the days I'm in front of my computer, because I'm developing training material. So I'm required to spend a lot of hours in front of the computer. And he says, all these aches and pains are because of that, because you spend so many hours on the computer, and gives me like stretch exercises that I can do. And also he recommends that because my work requires so many hours of being on the computer, that I buy myself a chair with adjustable handrests, those ones that you can put up and down. And because he said, the weight of the hands is weighing down on my shoulders, and so there's this heaviness and this tension always, and it's creating all this aches and pains. So I go back and I buy myself a really expensive chair, 23,000 baht, which is like what, almost $700. Yep. And I think this sounds good. This sounds reasonable. So, it makes sense. Maybe it's, whatever. I don't know how that was connected to the ribs, but I bought the chair. And, I'm on the chair taking the medications, and I'm still stuck. And It's just getting worse. So I change another doctor and I go to the third one, and he says, so why don't you try physiotherapy, you know, and ultrasound therapy. So, you know, I don't know if you're familiar with ultrasound, they take this gel and they, you know, there's this, they massage that area with this gel, and, you know, I'm open, I'm trying everything because I just want to, you know, be away from this pain. It's really limiting me in different ways. So I try that, and I go for like 10-15 sessions of physiotherapy, 10-15 sessions of ultrasound therapy, and nothing is changing. So now I'm really, really in a, you know, I'm feeling anxious, a little panicky, like what's going to happen now? And then, you know, as I keep going to the hospital and keep trying, now I'm being told you want to, because my pain is spread to different parts of my body, and now it's all over my back, my ribs, not just left rib, but even right rib, and it's on my back, and it's all over my neck. And so I'm recommended a rib support and a neck support, and hot packs and cold packs to ease the pain, because the pills are not doing it. The anti-inflammatory pills, the Medicaid, the pain relief pills are just not helping. So we're trying all kinds of other things. And, you know, I'm now working from home because I can't really go to the hospital. And eventually what happens is that none of this is working. And I think this has been going on for months and months. So about 9 months into this in and out of hospitals, finally, you know, I'm told that I should quit my job and just be on bed rest forever. And if it doesn't get better, then I can try surgery. But there's no guarantee that even with the surgery, anything's going to change. So this is, you know, I am really freaked out now, because it's like my life was, you know, moving at a pace and slowed down, and now it's coming to a halt, like a standstill, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, because I'm thinking, if these doctors are not able to help me, these experts in the most reputed hospitals in Bangkok can't help me, because I've tried different doctors, then that means I'm stuck. I'm stuck here forever. So it was a really unhappy, unpleasant place. I don't know if some of you can relate to this. If you've been in chronic pain and you've been struggling and trying different things, please comment below. I can't see any comments, but do comment. I will take a look at it, you know, if you've been in chronic pain. So here I was, stuck on bed rest. I can't drive my kids to school. I can't do normal chores easily without being in a lot of pain. I'm with a rib belt and neck support and hot packs and cold packs, and can't, I quit my job, right? And it's just a very unhappy place. And, you know, I find myself edgy in my relationships with my kids. Things are just sort of spiraling downhill, not only because I'm in so much physical pain, but I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm wondering what's going to happen. I have these anxiety pangs, and my relationship with my family is, you know, stressed because I'm not in a happy place. And, you know, so one day, as all of this is going on, one day I'm just sitting on my bed with my rib belt and my neck support, and I'm sitting and I'm looking at my computer, you know, and I see an email from a friend, a very dear friend of mine, and she is forwarding me information about an upcoming self-awareness seminar. And I'm thinking, you know what? I've tried so many things, nothing's working for me. So I'm not really excited about this self-awareness seminar, but I am excited about meeting her, because, you know, it's good to be around friends, right? When you're feeling miserable and depressed and you don't know what the heck is going on with your life and if it's ever going to change. And so, you know, I decide to go for this seminar. It's funny. Today is September 5th, but it was exactly a month ago I had done a Facebook Live, and on September 6th, I go to this self-awareness seminar, and I'm quite fascinated by this speaker because, you know, he is someone who tried to commit suicide because his life had become so miserable. You know, long story, his partner cheated, he went bankrupt, his wife left, his kids left, and he thought, you know, there's nothing more left in my life, I'm going to kill myself. And suddenly, after 2 years, he is in this really happy, wonderful place, and he's going from country to country. You know, he was in Bangkok, then he was going to go to Dubai and Singapore and Malaysia and Hong Kong, sharing this message that you create your life with your thoughts, you create your disease with your thoughts, and how you can take charge of your life by changing your thoughts and all that stuff. And the only reason I'm fascinated is because, you know, I'm thinking, oh gosh, like here he's talking about taking charge of your life, and he has been through way worse than what I'm going through. So I was curious and I was excited, and I was like, okay, you know, very curious about what he had to say. So at the end of the seminar, I go to him and I'm telling him I'm so impressed about, you know, where he is and what he's gone through. And I tell him about my own situation because I'm wearing a rib belt under my shirt. I haven't worn the neck support, but I had put a lot of pain balm on my body to come to this place. So I'm telling him all that, and I said, you know, what do you think I should do? So he says, you know, why don't you try this tool that I've heard about, and I've heard great things and great results that people have had. And I said, sure, like what is it? And he says it's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques. And I thought, really? Like emotional freedom? I have a disease, I have costochondritis, I'm in pain, I have an inflamed ligament, there's structural issues with my body. And, you know, what's emotion got to do with any of this? Yes, I'm in emotional pain because I'm angry and I'm frustrated, but how is this, you know, how is this related? So anyway, you know, he said he hadn't tried it, but he had heard great things about it, especially for pain. So I'm really excited. I go back home, you know, later that night, the 10 o'clock, and because it was from 7, it was an evening, event. And I Googled this website that he talked about, emofree.com. It doesn't exist as that anymore. It's something else now, but back then it was emofree.com. And I Google it, and I am really excited because, you know, there is this hope, and he says that this can help you with pain. So I go and I see there's this free downloadable online manual. It's 84 pages long, but you know, who cares? I am excited to see if this can help me. So I download those pages, I print them out because I had been working before I had to quit my job. I had been working, so I have a printer right there. And I print out the 84 pages, and now it looks all so overwhelming because there's so much information out there. There's so new to me because it's about energy and meridians, and there are these diagrams of people with, the body structure showing all kinds of meridians, and they're trying to explain so many different concepts that I'm completely overwhelmed and confused, and it all looks very complicated. And then I go to this part where they're showing how to do this technique, you know, and it looks crazy. They call it like a sandwich, where you do one thing first, and then you have to do a bunch of other things, and then you do the same thing at the end. And I'm thinking, what is this? And you know, they're talking about acupuncture points, which I am familiar with because I had tried acupuncture too. After the physiotherapy and the ultrasound therapy, I tried acupuncture, so I'm familiar with some of the points. But it says that you don't have to use needles, you just tap with your fingers on these acupressure points on your face and in some parts of your body as you say certain things. So I'm thinking, this is the silliest and stupidest and weirdest thing ever, and I am so skeptical that, you know, none of this is going to work. Forget helping with pain relief. I'm thinking it's not going to help me with anything at all. But desperate as I am to, you know, just be a regular mom to my kids, and desperate as I am to find something that might work, I give it a go and I said, so what? You know, it's silly, it's weird, but who's watching? I'm alone on this bed in my room. Who cares? So I'm going to look silly and stupid and weird, and I'm just going to give it a try. So they have steps on what to do first, what to do next, and I start tapping with my fingers on acupuncture points and saying the things they tell you to say. And I do this one set, you know, it's a one set, the first set of this procedure. And, you know, I am so shocked because I'm wondering, am I hallucinating or am I just pretending? But I'm noticing that my neck that was feeling really tight is not feeling so tensed anymore. So, and different parts of my body that were feeling really achy, it's not as achy. It's still achy, but the intensity is less. And I'm shocked because, you know, I didn't pop a pill. I didn't use any instruments. I'm just using my hands and moving them around and tapping different points, and I'm seeing shifts in my pain levels, and I'm just shocked. So I tried over and over again, and to my complete amazement, I am starting to see shifts in my pain levels. So this is like a miracle for me, because there would be days I've been popping medicines and hot packs and cold packs and physiotherapy and ultrasound therapy, and nothing's changing. And right here, just sitting by myself on my own, just, you know, without any special instruments, I'm trying this and it's working. It was completely magical, miraculous. And so I am so excited that I, you know, search this website that I'm on, and I find that they have a bunch of, they have a library of videos on all kinds of topics. So what I do is I order all their videos, every single one of them that they had in their library. I think there were over 16 DVDs, and I am super excited. So now, you know, what's happening is, once it took a while for the DVDs to all be shipped in from US to Bangkok. And now I have a life, because every time, you know, the moment my kids step out of the door to go to school, and we have a driver now because I'm not driving them, I switch on these videos and I start doing this procedure along with the founder of EFT, Gary Craig, who's on the video, right? And he's sharing step by step, here's what you do and here's what you do. And it's very technical and it's very basic and it's very simple too, in different ways. But as I start applying this week after week after week, I'm noticing significant shifts in my pain levels. And I'm learning that emotional freedom techniques is not just one technique. It's a bunch of techniques. You know, we have a movie technique, and there's the tearless trauma technique, and there's the basic technique, and then there's this personal peace procedure, which is really interesting. So, you know, once I learn about this personal peace procedure technique in this umbrella EFT technique, this broad, you know, there's emotional freedom techniques and there's many different tools. So I picked this personal peace procedure technique, which is fascinating because it's about, you know, it's kind of like an emotional spring cleaning where you go back and you make a list of all the different upsetting incidents and experiences or memories you've had, and going back and sort of clearing them and releasing all the emotional pain that you've been storing in your body. And the amazing thing is, as I go day by day clearing bits and pieces of the old past pain that I'm holding on to in my, I didn't even know that these things were still upsetting me, but obviously they are, because when I think about that, I'm crying and I'm upset and thinking about even childhood experiences, boarding school, and different, going through the different phases of my life. And I've noticed that the more I clear up this emotional pain, my physical pain is going significantly down and down and down. And it's been over a month of doing this technique, and I'm feeling happier. I'm feeling more alive. I can start taking my kids to school again, driving the car. It's not gone 100%, but I'm so much feeling so much lighter, so much more free of this pain. And I keep doing this technique. And I think as I use this personal peace procedure specifically, then, I think it was one day I woke up and I had no pain, like zero pain. And I thought, it's not gone. It's going to come back. So I'll keep doing it. And so a week goes by with no pain. And then, I'm shocked and amazed because I'm completely free from my pain and my disease. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle for me. So I'm, even though these doctors and nobody out there could help me, here I am completely pain-free. And I didn't, it's just shocking, and it's amazing that this something so weird and so simple and so easy to do anytime, anywhere. I don't need a mat like yoga. I don't need any tools. I don't need anything outside of myself, just me and tuning inwards to what pain I've been holding on to. And I am free of my disease, costochondritis, and I'm free from every single pain in my body. So, I have a doctor in my building who I had been consulting as well. I'm consulting so many doctors, and she was a friend in the building. So obviously I've been checking in with her, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? As I was getting medications. And she is shocked to see me pain-free and disease-free. And I know that she has a pain in her left leg for 5 years. And I said, hey, you want to try this? And I said, it looks weird, it looks strange. And she says, who cares? You're pain-free. So sure, I want to give it a go. And after doing this process, and I was, I didn't know much. I was just going with the flow and seeing how I had helped myself, and going back to helping her clear some of the past stuff. And I think after 4 times of doing this, she is completely free of her leg pain of 5 years. And now, I am so excited because I'm really getting to see how your thoughts and emotions and your old emotional baggage can create pain and disease for yourself. So now I am so excited. So once, I remember my daughter had fever, and I'm thinking, okay, if I can cure my disease, this is a simple one. And so we do the EFT tapping, and the fever is gone. And now I'm experimenting with everything and anything: colds, coughs, fevers, red eye, all kinds of things. And I'm getting results. Amazing. And this doctor, starts sending other people that she knows who are in pain, or, who have stuff that they've been dealing with for a while, and they're not getting results. Migraines, I don't know, all kinds of things, transmandibular joint problems, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I have no clue what they are, but I know this technique and I know this process, and I've healed myself from my disease. And as I release and clear up this emotional dis-ease within that they've been holding on to, they're getting results. So, and then what happens is not only am I pain-free and I'm helping others get pain-free, but as I start using this technique for, overcoming limiting beliefs and fears and doubts, and my kids and I do this vision board, and we are using, we have all these dreams for ourselves, these goals for ourselves. So we had one of the things that we wanted. This was like, I don't know, 9 years ago. We wanted a house by the beach, and we wanted to have a dog, and we have all these, we put them on the vision board, and we start clearing all our fears and our doubts about why it's not going to be possible. And it's the same tool that I use. It's the same tool that I'm using. It's the same tapping points that I'm using. And as we clear the fears and the doubts and the limiting beliefs, things start happening. So we were able to, I think it's been like 7 years since we now have a house near the beach in a golf course. I have a house here in Bangkok, this one, and then we have a house near the beach. And, it was just amazing. Clients started coming in. I started getting connected with the right people. The media found out. And lots of people writing about this technique and how I'm using it and how it's helping people. And it's, international magazines are contacting me, newspapers, and it just started like this unbelievable journey began to unfold. So it wasn't just about being pain-free, but like magically, this one little tool, this one simple tool, it helped me go from being stuck on bed rest forever to being completely pain-free and disease-free, to creating a life today that I never dreamed possible. Because today, I get to work from home, and I get to be with my kids when they come back from home, even though they're teenagers. I'm so happy that I'm home when they get here. I get to work with clients all over the world at a time that's convenient to me, and and connect and help people wherever they may be, even in a bedroom just stuck like me, and help them be pain-free. And I get to have so much me time, quality time, and it's just been an incredible journey. And that's why my brand now is not just pain-free living, but it's called Magical Pain-Free Living, because this weird tool, because it's so weird, right? You're tapping and looking like a monkey, doing silly things, and it's wonderful because it's easy to do anytime, anywhere, and you can get results instantly many times. And it's wonderful because it's just easy, and it's magical because it's like a one-stop shop, right? It's one tool that you can use for like 100,000 things. I'm not even joking. So it's been an amazing journey. And one of the I was just on Facebook the other day, and I was reading this quote that somebody had put, that if you want to have success like you've never had before, then you have to be someone that you've never been before. And I'm inviting you to think about that. If you want to have success or be pain-free or whatever free that you haven't had so far, then you've got to try something weird yet magical to get the results that you have never ever gotten before. So this is this little story about the weirdest and wonderful and most magical tool ever. I've been using this with my kids, whether it's their school, they're upset with friends, or my daughter is in drama, if she's feeling tense that she's not going to get that role. So we're doing tapping with it, whether they have aches, pains, you name it. We don't take medicines. We haven't had any pill for 10 years now, maybe once or twice at Tylenol because I wasn't around. But it's been an amazing, amazing journey. So I invite you to try this technique with me right now. If you are here live, I can't see any comments, guys. I don't know why that is, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carry on, and I'm going to ask you right now to tune into your body. Tune into your body right now. And if you feel, if you have any chronic pain, of course, you know, you want to tune into where is the pain and how intense does it feel right now as you're sitting, you know, wherever you are, how intense is that pain right now and where is it located? So for some of you, it might be just, oh, I have a stiffness in my neck. That's fine. Just how intense is that stiffness? You can move your neck around to see what's going on with your neck. It could be on your shoulders. Maybe you just feel heaviness on your shoulders, and you know, all of us carry a lot of weight and tension on our shoulders. So tune in and see how, you know, heavy or tense your shoulders feel on a scale of 0 to 10. If you have lower back pain or ankle pain or knee pain or whatever is going on, tune in to your body, and on a scale of 0 to 10, you know, how intense does that feel? So 10 is, it's really, really bothering me. It's really painful. And 0 is no pain at all. So, you know, just take a moment to tune into your body, locate where exactly are you feeling this pain and how intense it is. And for some of you, it may be all over the body or many parts of the body. So I'm going to ask you to tune into just that part of the body that feels most intense, just because, you know, we're doing this. I don't even know who's here and how this is, you know, I can't see any comments. So if you can, I will go back to the comments. So give me a comment below and say it's shoulders and it feels like a 5, or I have a stiff neck and it feels like an 8. If you can comment below, then I can go back and have a look at it and share more. And so, you know, just tune in. And now we're going to get really weird, but who cares? You know, the proof is in the pudding. So be prepared to be weird. And we're going to play Simon Says, right? So all you're going to do is you're going to listen to what I say, tap where I tap with fingertips, 2 fingertips. You know, you can use this side, you can use this side, anything's good. You can use either hands. And so let me just show you the tapping points, okay? So the first point is called the karate chop point. Why? Because that's where you do a karate chop. So it's not my term, it's the EFT terms. Okay, so it's on either side, you know, where your pinky finger is, just in that podgy part. That's the karate chop point, this part of the hand. That's the karate chop, and we'll be tapping. Because there's a lot more space, I can use 4 fingers to tap here or here, okay? So that's the karate chop point. And that's where we're gonna be doing some tapping as I say some things. So I'm gonna go over the next points, and they're very easy to access points. So the first point is right here. It's called the eyebrow point. You see, that's the start of my eyebrow. I can here. So I can tap with my left hand on this eyebrow point, or I can tap here, just like that. Isn't that simple? And you don't have to, I can hear your question, like how hard does it have to be? Not hard, you don't have to hurt yourself, but just enough so you feel the tap. Second is eyebrow. It's called the, it's called the side of the eye. And you know, it's that bone. If you just go down, there's a bone right there, and you just tap on the side of the eye. You're really tapping on the bone on the side of the eye. Then the next point is under the eye. There's a bone right here. You just tap on that point. Now, just to let you know, all these points, they're not just crazy, silly points. They are key acupuncture points. So if you go to an acupuncturist, he'll stick needles on all these points, okay? The next point is under the nose, and you know, just right there, just under the nose, simple, right? There's not much space under the nose. And then on the chin, So this one is like this, what do you call it? This cleft under the, it's not the chin, it's this little dent on the chin. That's the point, it's the chin point. And then you have the collarbone. So just feel the collarbones, right? Here are the collarbones, and just under the collarbone. So you can go like this. Some people go like this, okay? And then I'm going to skip the monkey point, the under the arm point, because it's just weird. But we're going to go to the top of the head and just tap with a bunch of fingers, because there's so much space here, right? So these are the points, okay? And if you want to review them, go back to this video once it's done. So now we're going to play Simon Says. So tap along with me and just listen to what I'm saying and kind of repeat it in your head as I'm saying it, okay? And of course, you want to be tuned in to where the pain is and how intense it feels. You ready? Okay, let's tap. So keep tapping on this karate chop point, and we're going to say some affirmations here 3 times. So you don't have to say it, you just follow me, okay? Even though I have this pain in my body right now, I'm choosing to pay attention to my body's messages to me. Even though, we're saying it a second time, even though I have this pain and I can feel it in this specific part of my body, I choose to pay attention to this pain and what it's trying to tell me. Even though I have this pain in my body right now, and I've been holding on to it for a while, and I don't know why it's here and what it's trying to tell me, I'm just going to pay attention to it. And I'm going to remind myself that I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, that's enough with the tapping points. Let's go to the eyebrow point. Keep tapping here. All this pain that I'm feeling in my body right now. Side of the eye point. All this pain that I'm holding on to right now. Somewhere in my body, I can feel it. Under the eye, all this stiffness in my body. Under the nose. All this tension in my body right now. On the chin, all this stress and strain in my body. Collarbone, all this pressure, all this stress, all this strain, all this overwhelm that I'm feeling in my body. Top of the head. I choose to release and clear it now. Okay, we're going to go back to the eyebrow point. Releasing and letting go all the stress in my body. Side of the eye. Releasing and letting go all the tension in my body. Under the eye. Releasing and letting go all the stress and strain in my body. Under the nose, releasing and clearing all the aches and pains. Chin, all the reasons why I have this pain and this stiffness and this aching, I'm releasing and clearing it now. Collarbone, it's safe to release this stress and strain right now. Top of the head, I prefer to feel ease and peace in my body. Just take a deep breath. Okay, so that's just one basic EFT tapping round. And I want you to tune back into your body. Just close your eyes and tune into your body and notice where you were feeling the ache or the stress or the tension or the pressure or the heaviness, whatever way you were feeling this pain in your body, tune back in and check in, like, what is the intensity of that ache or that pain or that heaviness or the tension. And I want you to comment below because I still can't see it. Like, what is your number right now as you tune in to that? Or what are you feeling right now? Like, maybe sometimes over the 10 years of doing this with thousands of people, so here are some of the things they'll notice is, oh, it was feeling stiff, but it's still there, but it's not feeling as stiff anymore. Or I felt like there was this concentrated area that I had this, and now it's kind of dispersing. Or some of them just notice immediate shifts in their pain levels, like it was an 8 and now it's a 2. So whether you're feeling it emotionally, like a little less tensed and stressed, or you're feeling it physically, please comment below and let me know, what was your number? I started at 8 and now it feels like a 2, or I was feeling this and now I'm feeling this, and hopefully the intensity has gone down for you. But I have to say that there are times when you do the tapping and the intensity goes up, and it's a little bit like opening a can of worms, because the Pandora box, where you hadn't looked at something and now you're trying to address something that's lying there, and more stuff starts coming out, and that's a good thing because it's releasing. So some of you might experience like an increase in intensity, and I would suggest that if you do, just rewind, go back to this video and do this a couple of times till you find that the intensity is coming down. And I promise you, it will come down if you do it a few times. And so that was the truly weird technique. Thanks for getting weird with me and trying this out. And I'm looking forward to getting more feedback and comments. I have no idea why I can't see anything that today. The technology is just that way. But if you found this helpful, and if you feel some shifts, and if you get some relief trying this, please let me know. And also please share this with people, your friends, your family, your colleagues, because how simple can something get, right? It's just you can use this anytime, whether I've used it on airplanes, watching TV, on my sofa, in the toilet, showering, going for walks. Just you can get relief instantly, and maybe the pain is not all gone, of course, but you can manage those pain levels. Whether you're stepping into a meeting and you have aches and pains, just go to the toilet and do this process, and you'll feel a little bit better, and you can get on with the day much better. So please share it if you have if you resonate with this, and share it with people that you know, and comment below on how your experience was. And I hope this sharing helped you in some way. My sharing of my story helped you in some way, and I look forward to looking at your comments. And please ask me questions and let me know if there is some area that you want me to address. I will be most happy to address it in the upcoming Facebook Live. I'm doing these weekly, every Thursday, 11 a.m. So, if you want me to address something, please let me know. Thank you for joining me. I know you guys are here. I can see that there's a bunch of people here, but I have no clue because I can't see the comments. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying all this time. And I look forward to your comments, to seeing your experience, and to connecting with you again next week. And if you like my, if you like my Facebook page, the business page, then you'll know every time I'm on, and I'm going to be doing a lot of this live stuff, tapping and sharing different ways to help yourself. So be sure to like or sign up, and you'll get to see this more. Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place. Happy tapping, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. I'm not sure who all are here, but thank you so much for joining me. See you later. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.